Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all. So for the today lab practice, I will explain outlines what we are going to do. So the first thing is we will going to set the mark. Actually, if you want to move the robots, we have CP continuous path. So we can either use PTP or linear. Actually, they have a third thing, which is the circulation. But today we are going to just set a linear motion. For example, there is some difference between the PTP or linear. For example, for the PTP, for the point to point, we have a start point A, and the end point B. Basically, the movement not going to be straight. Sometimes it will be curved, and it's not so straight. So, for example, if you want to make a straight line, we must use the linear commands. This is the commands, so linear commands. So next, my friend will explain how we want to input the command for the linear. Okay. So the maybe some of the advantage when we use the linear. For example, if you want to move a robot, one point to the one point, start point to the end point, but we do not want to cross the maybe in the middle of the point A and point B there is something, so we cannot cross. So maybe we have to locate some other points to make the movement of the robot straight. For example, here we have A, we have point B and point C. So the movement of the robot will be A, B, C. So this is the first outline. The second outline we are going to do is input signal. So we want to give a signal to the robot. For example, we have divided in three important things here. For example, the wait. For the command wait, basically we want to make a delay time. For example, if the robot wants to grip something, so it needs or require some time, certain maybe millisecond or second, it depends. And the second one is the wait for. The first for the purpose is you want to make a switch or sensor sometimes. So for the today practice, we will give a switch. So next my friend will explain more deeper about the command. And the third one is the sync out or synchronize out. Basically the sync out, for example in the real practice we want to communicate to the first robot and the second robot. So the indicator is here for the today practice. The actually light up some small lamp there, so you can see it. So for the synchronous out, we have a start and a stop. For example, the start after maybe we can set some certain time. So maybe after the point going to 10 milliseconds, light up the lamp. So this is maybe the indicator which the robot is finished their job. And the third, our work today is approximation lines. Basically, approximation lines, for example, we have the 3 point between 7, 8, and 2, 9. So we want to give a filter. We do not want the robot move just straight like this. So we want to give this example. So maybe the one place here, shortest time or something like that. But maybe for the approximation line, there are some disadvantages. For example, we cannot easily to predict the movement. Maybe the movement will be more complex. So we can use spline. But after that on, we will explain more deep about this spline. But today we want just make the approximation line. So the purpose of explanation is that. Thank you, this for my
And so earlier we have already programmed all the points that we needed. Okay, and so now we want to try out all the commands that we have just learned just now. So the first command that we want to learn, we want to try out is continue. Okay, so as you can see, we want to curve over here. Okay, so what happens is here we want to put a continue CONT command over here. Okay, this is actually point 12. So if you look at the program, we have point number 12, and we want to change that. So what we can do, we go to point 12, and we press change, okay, and up here we we select con, okay, we select con, okay, and for this one, okay, if you look at here, this actually marks the distance from the point when they want to start performing the con command. So if you set to 100 millimeter, so from 100 millimeter before they reach the point, they will start into making the curve movement. So you press enter, and so you have successfully changed point 2 to a continuous movement. Okay. The next command that we want to learn is the wait command. So wait command basically gives you the option to make a wait from before to make a short pause according to time. That means how many seconds, time in seconds before it moves on to the next command. So let's say we want to at point 4, we want to wait about 5 seconds before before we move on to point 5. So at the line where point 4 is, press command and press and select number 3, which is logic, and you will see 0 as wait. Press 0, and we'll ask you how much time do you want to wait for. So let's say for this one we want to set it as 5 seconds. So we wait for 5 seconds later at this point. The next command we also want to try out is wait for. Okay, wait for basically it's a command where you can ask the robot to wait for a signal, maybe probably a manual signal from an operator. So let's say at point 8 we say let's say at point 11 we want to wait for the command to give a switch on before it can proceed to the next point. So at here we press command and select logic, and we press wait for, which is number 1. Okay, you see this line pops out, and so here is the number of switch that is here. So come here, look at here. So the condition that we want to give is we want switch number 7 to be turned on before it can move on to the next. So for that one, we will show. So for that one, we will select switch number 7. You see, you press 7, it will come up with the switch. Okay, and we press enter. So what happens is when during the running of the program later, they will wait for the signal that I will switch on later. Okay, and the next command we also want to try out is sync out. Okay, sync out basically is a command for the robot to send out a signals to another machine or to another robot. So for this one, to indicate that we have already sent a signal to the next robot, we will use a signal light as a indicator that we have already sent a signal. So for this, we will press command and we press logic. Sorry, command logic number 2 out and select sync out. Okay, so we want let's just start at the same panel. We want to see light number 15 to turn on to indicate that we have sent a signal, and we change this to true. That means it will turn on the light. Okay, true, and here we select at start. And we delay 1 second. Okay, so press enter, and And then we also want to turn it off after we have done everything. So here, sync out. We send out a signal to turn off that. We send out a signal to turn off that light. So what we do here, change it to false, and here we want to change it to add. Press enter. Okay, so what happened here is when you reach this command, they will turn off the lighting as you see later. So now we want to move on to the next to try out to see what this command can do. So now when you reach this point, as we indicate in the command just now, we will wait for 5 seconds. So they will wait 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, they will continue to move on. Okay. So now you can see the robot actually stops. According to the program that we programmed later, the robot is waiting for our input signal. So now, just now we programmed switch number 7 to give the signal. So now we will turn on, and you see the robot is actually moving now. And here, it will make a continuous movement by making that curve instead of reaching that point. So that's the continue command. And as you can see here, just now we have programmed to send out a signal. The light is on now. And it will keep going, and before it reaches the end, well, when it reaches the end, it will turn off this signal. The signal now is off, and the robot has already returned to its original position. Thank you.